Five Nights at Freddy was one of the scariest games back in the day. It had cursed animatronic animals who were ready to jump scare the living bejesus out of you. And it created great content for YouTubers and streamers alike. But honestly, I never even played it. So today we're going to rectify that. So the question remains, if we made a Pokemon team out of some of these creepy creations, would we be able to generate enough PTSD in some players to claim some wins? Well, thanks to Magnus here with his awesome suggestion, we're going to find out. Also, brownie points to Magnus for being pretty thorough. What's buzzing, guys? It's Dench here. We're back with another live Theme Teams Wi-Fi Battle. Today we're doing Five Nights at Freddy's, a popular suggestion. Not one that I'm too familiar with, but nevertheless, thanks to, I can't remember the dude's name. I think one was like Magnum Pokemon or something. But anyway, thank you for the suggestion. He also laid out the team, so we're just going to use pretty much what he suggested. So let's jump right in. This person is going to lead with the Mimikyu, so I'm not seeing any reason why we don't Shadow Ball off rip. He is going to opt for the sub, which is fine with us. His team, I'm trying to remember what it had. Because I didn't take a picture because I am a silly boy. Oh, also this battle's a level 100 battle. I don't think it matters too much. It's been a while since I did level 100 battles. I don't know what actually changes, but it shouldn't affect the battle too much. I'm just going to Shadow Ball again. So the Mimic is going to go for a Phantom Force. Okay. Do I have Protect on this thing? I feel like I don't. No, I don't. We could Terra Normal, because we have a really good lead on this thing right now. Did it outspeed us? I think it did. Yeah, I'm going to Terra Normal and Shadow Ball. We're throwing the Terra pretty early on here, so that is kind of ballsy, I'm not going to lie. You know, you never really throw away your Terras at such an early start, but hey, we're built different. We are built of different biscuits. So there's the Phantom Force. It's going to do nothing because we have Terra to normal. And we're going to get a free Shadow Ball off on this thing. Now, Mimikyu's kind of annoying in that regard. So I like to get this thing. Ooh, it red carded us. Ooh, okay. That's a plot twist. That's a plot twist. Bonnie has been dragged out. Huh. That is a bit of a plot twist. I mean, I might just go ahead and get my light screen up. Yeah, let's do that. So they're going to play rough. It's not going to do a lot. It is going to lower our attack, which is a little annoying. But we are going to get our free light screen up. We are light clay. We don't have reflect as well. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to Hydro. I don't see any reason not to. He's going to carry on playing rough because obviously play rough is physical. How much is this Hydro Pump going to do? I don't know if I want to stay in. I don't really want to throw Bonnie away like this. He probably is just going to play rough again. We might just have to stay in here and just Hydro. I don't think... Oh, we miss a Hydro. Fantastic. I'm gonna Perish Song. Oh, it just takes us out. He gets a crit. Oh, it's one of those days, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of those days. Okay. Let's go into Chica. I've got a plan. Let's just get some speed boosts off, and... Because I don't think he really has too much that wants to deal with me. Realistically. So we're going to hit the Protect. Hoping he just goes for the play rough. Yeah, he does. Fantastic. And we're going to get a nice little speed boost off here. Now, I'm pretty sure this thing does get Shadow Sneak. I mean, I do want to go for another one. I am tempted. But I'm just going to Flare Blitz. Let's waste no time. Let's get rid of the Mimikyu. Take it out with a Flare Blitz. Also going to get a free speed boost from this as well, because we We are some Southern Fried boys with Southern Fried speed. So now we're at +2. Very, very cool. Very cool. Let's get him, chica. So Bubbles is going to make an appearance. That's this thing. Now, I don't think this thing can take me out, and I do have Thunder Punch. I do have Thunder Punch. Let's try it. So Thunder Punch is going to do roughly half. Question is, what are they going to do? Another red card? This man is the referee of all the lands. he's just fully disabling me no matter what happens. And he's going to go for an acid armor, which is going to boost that defense. Not too much of a big deal for me. I'm tempted to just Shadow Ball it. I mean, it's going to be pretty bulky on the special side. We do get a crit, though. He's going to Acid Armor again. Now, I feel like a Protect's coming. He might Baton Pass. I don't know if Vaporeon gets Baton Pass, because we're not playing by Smoke on rules right now, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to Shadow Ball anyway. I don't know what the Acid Armor was for. Trying to set up something, but the something never came, so you know what? We're going to move on. And our Balloon Boy here is just going to make quick work of the Vaporeon. Now he's going to send out Whoppy, which is this thing. This thing could be a problem. I do want to knock it off, though. Let's knock it off. So whatever item you have, you now don't. Probably lefties. Eject button. Okay, and he's going to set up the Toxic Spikes. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here because this thing's always annoying. I feel like going for a Defog, but I'm actually going to go for a Shadow Ball. It's going to stay in and Shadow Ball. See how much it does. Doesn't do a lot. And he's going to... Right. I'm not sure if he knows this thing gets Defog or not, but I'm happy to stay in. I mean, the eject button, I'm glad I knocked it off because now we can just sit here and Shadow Ball unless somehow he forces me out, which he's probably want to get three. He's probably going to want to get 3 layers of Toxic Spikes up, which, you know, I don't hate. He's getting all the hazards up, ladies and gentlemen, all the hazards. Now, as for what he's got, for me, I'm kind of going all in with my Shadow Balls right now, which is it can be a little precarious because I need this thing to defog, and he does have Sludge Wave. That's not going to do anything to us. Fantastic. I'm going to Shadow Ball. If this doesn't kill, I might have made a bit of a mistake here. Okay, it does kill. I need to not get one shot because as much as I've just been Shadow Balling to victory, our little Balloon Boy here needs to be able to get off a defog or we're going to be in a bit of trouble. So, Maskey's here to stay. Okay. Okay, this thing's going to be a little terrifying to deal with. A little terrifying to deal with. I'm going to Thunder Wave it. So he's going to Terrasilize. So the reason... This is actually a good matchup, and I'm going to tell you why. Normally I would just defog in this situation, but this thing is a threat with a capital T. So getting a Thunder Wave, obviously it already has +1 attack, and now it's potentially going to reverse me. But and he's going to Ivy Cudgel outspeed. I need to live this. We are invested. Nah, it's just going to take it out completely. Oh dear, we might get reversed here. Hearth Flame Ogerpon is not anything to mess around with. Sheesh Louise, this thing's terrifying. What could we do here? If we switcheroo its Half-Flame Mask, what happens? That would be an interesting thing to note, for sure. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's bring in Freddy. Let's bring in the big guns. Let's bring in the boy. Now, we're going to get poisoned. This is actually a good plan, because I'm banded Facade on this thing, and he doesn't have his Mimikyu anymore. However, this thing's now at +1. So this thing might just sweep me anyway. So we're going to go for the Facade. Ivy Cudgel, there it is. Going to get the boost from it. Probably going to take me out, in all honesty. Yep, there it does. This is a weird game, because this was like, I wasn't going to do it just because he had, you know, he just friggin' had the Ogerpon, and that kind of grind my gears. But you know what? I was a bit precarious with it. I thought, hey, we'll see where it goes. I mean, we're gonna do 2 battles anyway, because I don't know. I did it for the last video, and I kind of enjoyed it. So this one might just be a bit of a dead one, but we'll speed things up. We're not gonna try delay any inevitable stuff. I say we just probably psychic, right? So we do outspeed. We're gonna get some damage off on this thing. Not a lot. I'm just gonna take us out with a counter. A counter? But why? Why would you counter? I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. But we are going to be able to get another Psychic off. We might be able to put it in Aqua-Jet range. Would be really cool. So he's just going to Ivy Cudgel now. Weird counterplay. Very weird counterplay, if I'm going to be honest. I don't know why he decided to counter, but hey, what can we do? I guess we go into Chica here. I guess I'm praying they don't have Swords Dance. I mean, it's looking a little bleak for the boys. There's gonna be no 5 Nights at Freddy's after this, I can tell you that much. So we're gonna go ahead and protect, because I want to be able to outspeed this thing. And I'm a little scared it's gonna Swords Dance, but hey, what can you do? What can you do, ladies and gentlemen? Do we outspeed after +1? I think we outspeed, so I'm gonna go for Flare Blitz. Yeah, we do outspeed. I had to check that because that was pivotal. You know, I'm not a calky boy. I am not a calky boy, but we have to. when the chips are down, guys, it's that important to get it right. Like, fair enough if Blaziken goes down. You know, I can just maybe come in and Aqua-Jet. I mean, I don't think I can sweep with the Aqua-Jet, but it is what it is. But that's so pivotal. You know, if you're gonna calc something, you calc it there. I'll take it to the bank. I'll cash in them chips. I don't care. So it's gonna bring in the Greninja. Now this is a problem because I'm fairly certain. Does a Water Shuriken take me out? I'm gonna protect. Just to see what he wants to do. Hydro Cannon. Okay. Now here's another question for, for all the ladies and gentlemen in the audience. Do we outspeed Greninja? Because Greninja's fast. Part of me, I mean, it doesn't really matter what we go for here. We could go for the double protect. I'm going to close combat. Yes! We outspeed! Yes! Let's go! Chica for MVP. Chica for MVP. This is beautiful. I brought this back from the brink. Honestly, like the Ogerpon's always scary when it comes out. It usually does its business, sets its attack up, and then terrestrializes, and then that's you just watching everything that's unfolding. I'm surprised. I am surprised this thing didn't make a bit of a weirder play earlier. I don't know. It surprised me. This is his last Pokemon as well. Okay. I don't want to... There's no point going for a Protect because we probably just guaranteed outspeed. Let's just go for a Flare Blitz. We do outspeed. Do we kill? There it is. Let's go. I am so gassed for that. I love it when Blaziken does work. One of my favorite Pokemon. MVP, Torchic, Pokemon Ruby, sitting in my bed, eating Twiglets. If you don't know what Twiglets are, look them up. Thank me later. Try some. But GG's to me. That was a good battle, and I enjoyed it. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, guys. We're back for a round 2 for the 5 Nights at Freddy's theme team. We are back for this one. Delphox is kind of weird from the back. But yeah, just try bear with me, guys. I've not done the transitions before, but it's, you know, we move on. It's something we're going to learn, so we don't really have to stress about it. But we are here with the video. Let's get into it. Dude is leading with the Charizard, which I didn't really see coming. I'm not gonna lie. I am tempted to Psychic it, but he does have an Eternatus, which is a little terrifying to deal with. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna switch into Balloon Boy. I don't really know what he's gonna plan to do with this thing as a lead. He might try setup. That's definitely a possibility with his chunky Charizard over there. He just goes for the Dragon Breath, and we're going to eat that. He does get the Para, which is very unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. I am tempted to knock off, which is what I'm going to do. So he's going to withdraw. He's going to withdraw here. Sorry if you hear any background noise. I do have the window open. He's going to switch into Skeledirge, and we get parried. That is ridiculously annoying because we went for the knockoff. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I am tempted to switch into Freddy because if we get burned, we are guts. We are guts. I'm going to do that. I'm going to switch into Freddy. We're going to switch out here. That power, I can't believe it. The Dragon Breath power. That is tragic. But we're going to bring in Freddy himself. Here to not mess around. Nice and shiny. He's going to go for the Shadow Ball. That's not going to touch us, which is very, very cool. I'm tempted to go for an EQ here. He might switch into quite a few options, actually. He's got the Dragonite. He's got, you know, he's got other things. He has other things as well. What was the other thing I'm thinking of? The Charizard. Yeah, so I'm actually not going to Terra, but I am going to EQ. So he is going to withdraw. Probably going into one of those two. Probably the Charizard again. Yeah, the Charizard is here. So EQ be doing nothing. It's a shame I didn't have a rock move. If I had a rock move, I would have used it. But we don't, unfortunately. So this thing's back in. I'm going to switch back into Balloon Boy. Because he is our special defensive wall. And this looks like a specially invested Charizard. He is going to go for the Inferno. That's an interesting play. I am tempted to go for knockoff again. Which I think I might do. I'm going to go for a knockoff again. I mean, Para is definitely a thing, which is a little annoying. I don't want to throw away Balloon Boy too much, but the Para might end up mattering a bit too much. He didn't see the knockoff, so he might switch back into Skeledirge again. I'm kind of hoping he does. You know, part of me wants Balloon Boy to be slapping things on the ground, but he switches into this thing. Is it justified? Booster energy is dropped, and it's not justified. Okay. So if it's not justifies, if it's not justified, it's probably steadfast, if I had to guess. I am tempted to T-Wave this thing, but it probably can knock me out. I'm going to T-Wave it anyway. So he goes for the Aura Sphere, which is a very interesting play. I don't know. Of course we get paralyzed again. He's going to Meteor Mash. We avoid the Meteor Mash, and we get our own T-Wave off. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are trading Para for Para right now. Okay, very, very cool. I'm going to double back into Freddy, because I'm kind of hoping, obviously, we're probably not going to Aura Sphere again, but if he does go for the Meteor Mash, we have a chance to make a play here. If he goes for the Meteor Mash, which he probably has done, it'll do a fairly modest amount to our big old bear here. He does go for the Workup, which is terrifying in its own right. Now the question is, do we Terra Ghost? You know, we could be getting Freddy all kinds of scary right off the rip if we wanted to. I'm gonna Terra Ghost and EQ. We're gonna see if there's if the brain's doing stuff. If upstairs is connecting the dots, so to speak, because this might be a bit of a misplay. We might waste our Terra. But I'm really hoping it's not. So I'm hoping he Aura Spheres. So we do actually outspeed. Wild that we outspeed. I don't know how we've outsped there. Oh, he's paralyzed, of course. That's honestly... that's like the third time I've forgotten in like a week that paralyze reduces speed. Okay, so Eternatus is here. Now, I'm curious to see what this thing wants to do. It's a if this is your first time being around here, we don't really operate well with a sword and shield Pokemon. So I'm just gonna EQ, offer it. I'm feeling it. So he is gonna terastallize. I'm hoping not into flying or anything that I can't hit. Poison. I like that. Yo, I messed with that. I messed with that. Let's roll with it. Let's roll with the punches. He is in fact gonna Dragon Dance, which I'm so glad I went for Earthquake now. Because if we weren't Earthquaking here, I don't think it's gonna kill. Oh, it just straight up takes out the Eternatus! Oh my lord! This thing was scaring me. Like, it's a little strange. It's a little strange. And I'm gonna tell you why it's strange. I'm gonna tell you why it's strange. Because I did a Pokerogue with a friend that came over. And we were just... We for hours just throwing runs. And we actually got to the end. And... Spoilers, close your ears if you don't want to hear it. But basically, spoilers at the end of Pokerogue. You fight an Eternatus. And it's kind of wild. And I've never dealt with it before. So that was literally like last night. So little side note story. Alright, so he does bring in the Charizard. I'm thinking of switching back into Balloon Boy, possibly. It would be useful to have it for the Skeledirge, but I'm not super convinced that it's the play we want to make. We could Bonnie. Bonnie does put in a lot of work. I'm going to switch into Bonnie. Bonnie does a lot. Bonnie does a lot. It's literally, he's got two Dragon Pokemon left. But two of them are two... I don't know what I'm saying. He does go for the Flare Blitz, which we're going to eat that up every single day of the week. But sorry, yeah, he's got the Garchomp, he's got the Dragonite, he's got the Skeledirge, and then he's got the Charizard. So, question being, what do we want to do? Because we're in a very, 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 very good position here. They are all physical attackers, so I don't really want to light screen. I'm thinking we just Whirlpool this thing. Or anything. He might switch out. I doubt it. It's possible. He doesn't really having to switch into it. He might go Dragonite. Oh, baby. If he goes Dragonite here, and I can trap it Whirlpool and Perish Song. Oh, it's a Garchomp. Okay. So there's the Whirlpool. Became trapped in the Vortex. I don't want to show the Perish Song now, though. Let's do it. Let's Perish Song. So he's gonna Dig. That's fine. I mean, Dig is a very wild take. I've not seen Dig in about 1,000 years. But anyway, he avoided the Perish Song, which was kind of hilarious. We do have an opportunity to avoid the Dig here, if we really so choose, which is what I'm gonna do. So Bonnie, I'm going to come back. Perish Song's a bit useless. I mean, my literally only other option was to fire off a Hydro Pump like it was, I don't know, the hottest day of the summer. But anyway, so we're in the here and now. What I want to do, I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to knock off. Yeah, I think I'm going to knock off. He's going to drop a Fat Draco, which we're specially defensively invested, so we're all good. We're going to be eating that up. We're going to get a knockoff. He's probably Rough Skin. No Rough Skin. Okay, no item either. Very strange. Now, we have an opportunity for a free switch in here because he has been reduced to nothingness. But I'm also just debating throwing away Balloon Boy at this point. I think that's what I'm going to do. So he's going to go for the Liquidation. That's going to take us out. That's fine. We needed something to switch in anyway. A mixed Garchomp. You don't see that too often. You do not see that too often. Now let's have a see what we have. So not a lot. Not a lot. So he's got the Liquidation. He had the Draco. He had the Dig. We could... Freddy can't do much. Freddy cannot do much at all. Let's go into Monty. Now, I am wanting to get a Dragon Dance up here, but I don't know if it's the right play. Does Dig kill? Will Dig kill us? I'm going to go for an Ice Punch. I'm going to go for an Ice Punch. I'm going to play it safe. I'm not going to risk the DD. I feel like there is a play he can make here with the dig or switching out, which gives me a free Dragon Dance. But I can't really afford Garchomp outspeeding me and digging and then having to like re-switch out because we lost our ground counter here. So he is going to outspeed and dig, which is annoying. What do I want to do here? Something's got to take a dig, and it's probably going to be Bonnie. So let's switch into Bonnie. Let's switch into Bonnie. Let's try catch this thing. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take the dig. Does a decent amount. And they've only got physical attack as the light screen's just dead. I say we just chuck a Hydro. Let's chuck a Hydro. Let's chuck a Hydro. He's probably going to outspeed and dig again. Which is what he does. So we're just going to have to eat another Hydro. Which is fine. So we're going to go for another Hydro. He's going to dig. Does a decent amount. Hydro. We land the Hydro. Thank God for that. That's going to eat up the Hydro. My lord. Damn, this is really not going well. The dig play. The dig play has got me all kinds of messed up. All kinds of messed up. I've got a plan. We're going to go into Freddy. We're going to go into Freddy. Because if he's digging, Earthquake gives bonus damage to dig. So, if he reads me here, I'm going to cry rivers of soy sauce. I don't know. Okay, he goes for the liquidation. Very strange. He has options. He can just switch out. Oh, brother. I'm gonna Facade. Goes to dig. No! I went against myself despite my better judgment. I'm gonna take the dig and just Facade. I need this thing dead. That's fine. I need you dead. Bang. Right. That thing's gone. Oh my god. Dig Garchomp. Dig Garchomp out here griefing the metagame. Oh lord. Okay, so he's gonna bring in probably... yeah, probably the Skelly. He probably knows we're banded at this point. Now this is a bit of a weird one, because Skeledirge was fine, but like for us to deal with, and I think it's still fine. It's a bit stally. I want to get in a position where I don't think Blaziken's going to be doing much. I don't think he's going to be doing much. We're going to have to sack something off. I don't really want to sack off Bonnie because I need to keep it for the Dragonite, I think. What do we go into? What do we go into? Let's go into Chica. Because I don't want to get burned, so I don't want to go into Feraligatr. I don't want to be Torch Songed or anything like this. We are floating with our air balloon. It's probably going to be popped. There's the Shadow Ball. How much is it going to do? Yikes, that's a lot of damage. And he gets the Spadef, so it's probably gonna hit us nice. Pretty nice like. Change my mind actually. I need this thing. I need this thing. Oh, we do not have any switch-ins here. I'm gonna go for Protect. So he's gonna withdraw. Oh, bro. Is he gonna? Is his Dragonite scarfed or something? Oh, he's gonna take us out with Extreme Speed, right? Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. Shame we don't have anything that wants to eat the Extreme Speed. Can he just clean house with? I'm gonna go into Freddy. Oh, this is a sticky one. This is a sticky one. He's done really well here. He's done really well, I will say. I don't think we can pull it back just because of the amount of switching I've been doing. He does in fact just go for the Hurricane. Does he get the confusion? He doesn't get the confusion. He is going to outspeed us again, though. Which is a little annoying. He's going to switch out, maybe. I'll go for the facade. But he might switch back into... he's going to switch back into Skeleton. I'm being played for a fool. This is a very stally game. I don't know. I say stally game. It's not really stall. I'm going to have to start making some predictions, I think. Because he's probably going to Shadow Ball us. I kind of just might let this thing go down. I might just let this thing go down. He's going to double, and we stay in Facade. The big brain goes into the Dragonite. Banded Facade takes it to half. Very, very cool. I'm just gonna... He probably didn't think I was gonna sack this thing off. That's probably what it was. Now he's gonna storm me out with Roost. Okay. Okay, now the stall begins, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think he wins the Roost battle, though. I don't think he wins the Roost battle. He could switch back into Skeledirge here. He does, in fact, elect to switch into his Skelly Boy. Probably wants to Torch Song me. 60 seconds to the battle ends, which is a little unfortunate. So we're just going to try speed things up here. I am sacking off Freddy, so I don't know if he's going to try and storm me out. He does hit the Torch Song. That's going to raise his special attack, as it does. Which is a little unfortunate. But there's a good chance he might just win here. So what are we necking down to? I mean, the battle's going to end regardless, but... We could go Sheikah? Let's go Foxy. Now his Shadow Ball will take us out. So he's got 3, we've got 4. I guess I could Psychic. Let's Psychic. How much is this gonna do? Does about half. He's gonna Shadow Ball. Now the game ends here. He does take us out, so it's going to be a draw, but I was kind of just pushing. I didn't realize the timer was running for that one. Bit of a switch fest. Not a great battle, I'm not going to lie. Bit of a switch fest. But hey, sometimes that's the nature of the game. It did start off really well. I was really enjoying it, and then there was just a bit of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But hey ho, what can you do? I don't think an Aqua Jet's going to kill. But I'll Aqua Jet it anyway. But time's out. GG's. Well played. Yeah. So that's going to be that battle, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, it was... I mean, we do count it as a win, but it is what it is. But GG's. I hope you enjoyed. That's been the Five Nights at Freddy's video. And here's the end card. Swish. Well, I think that game was more like 5 nights of fisting, if I'm honest. But anyway, here's the team used in today's Team Wi-Fi Battle. You can also find the Pokepaste in the description below. But above all else, guys, I'm just so glad you're watching this video with me today. Take care, and I'll see you in the next Theme Teams video.